Behind every mask is a heartbeat, a story, a split second that changes everything. This is where the smoke clears and the people under the helmets are finally seen. This is behind.
Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're at the Forrest Hills Fire Company here in Coal Township, Pennsylvania. We're going to take a look inside today because it is way too cold to be outside. And we're going to get a history lesson and a tour from a familiar face of the channel. So let's step inside and learn some more about the Forrest Hills Fire Company.
Hey guys, I am Matt Lauro. I'm the captain here at the Forrest Hills Fire Company in Coal Township. I've been the captain here for 13 years now. I became captain when I was 25 years old, so I've been able to learn a lot about leadership and get some good experience, which carries over to lieutenant of a truck company as well. And we cross-train a lot, engine work, truck work, so we get the best of both worlds. But this is the Forrest Hills Fire Company, like I said, and very brief history. The Forrest Hills Fire Company is actually the baby of the Coal Township Fire Department. The Uniontown, the Main, the Fairview, the Brady, and the East End all were established before the Forrest Hills was. This was originally known as Goss Hill, G-O-S-S. It was called Goss Hill out here. And when the area began to build out here, when residents began to move out here and they started to build residential homes, the residents out here on Treverton Road decided that they needed fire protection out here on the road in case there, snowstorm and the fire trucks from down in the township could not make it up the hill. They would have their own protection. So in 1943, again, we're not that old. In 1943, we became the Goss Hill Fire Company, and not very long after we renamed ourselves to the Forrest Hill Fire Company. Fun fact, our charter is actually 2 R's. It's F-O-R-R-E-S-T, Hill. We use the correct spelling, and we go with the F-O-R-E-S-T, the proper way to spell forest. But on our charter, and sometimes you'll see the double R's, that is legally our chartered name, 2 R's. So a typo, or it was meant to be that way in 1943. But we were established in 1943. We had an old Mack fire engine. It was an open cab, and that served for years. And then in 1992, we purchased a KME Chevy Top Cat. It was a commercial cab. It carried 5, and that served for a long time. About 15 years ago, in 2010, we purchased a UTV, and we put a skid unit on the back for brush fires. It was the first UTV in the county that was set up specifically for brush fires. It carried 70 gallons of water, 5 gallons of foam. Over time, we needed a vehicle to pull it. We only have this one bay. We did not have anything built out back, so it sat outside in a trailer. It got to be a pain to hook up. It delayed our response time. And over time, a lot of other fire companies started to purchase UTVs, and there just really wasn't a huge need for ours anymore. So we got rid of the UTV, and we purchased it was Utility 12 from the Friendship Fire Company in Shamokin. It was a hazmat crew cab pickup truck. We purchased that, and we turned that into Brush 163. We also replaced our 1992 KME with this 2001 HME. This came from Singerly Fire Company in Elkton, Maryland. We adopted the colors that it came as, white with a green stripe. We then, I'm big on uniformity, we then painted our brush truck, which was red and white with a green stripe, so they matched. And then more recently, about 3 years ago, we wanted to add more water to our apparatus. This only carries 750 gallons of water because it's what's called in the fire world a squirt. There's only 2 squirts in the entire county, our squirt and engine 41 out of Shamokin Fire Bureau, the Independence Fire Company. What that is it's a 55-foot boom. It's a master stream. You can go 55 feet in the air and get an elevated master stream. So it takes the place of a deck gun. Downfall is we only carry 750 gallons of water. We are semi-rural out here in our district, the Forrest Hills district, the 160 box. We only have 11 working fire hydrants. They're all on the highway on Treverton Road. So if we have a fire down the valley, we're laying a lot of 5-inch. So we wanted a tanker. So we purchased 3 years ago from North End Fire Company in Pine Grove. We bought tanker 165, which is what it's designated now. It's a 3,000 gallon tanker with a 750 GPM pump. It is one of the largest tankers in the entire county. 3,000 gallon is a lot of water. It's a primary attack unit. It has an onboard pump. It has a full cab with 6-pack seats. And then it also has, again, 2 cross lays. It has a tack line, a portable master stream. So if we have a fire in one of the rural areas, Sagan, Excelsior, Treverton, and we would respond the tanker then to the more rural areas. That way we're bringing 3,000 gallons of water. We are obviously first due out in this area. We cover White Flyer, which is a commercial building. We are first due Apparatus to the Mountain View Manor, a nursing home. We also are first due the Mountainside Estates. So we're a little bit of commercial, industrial, a lot of residential, but very rural. We do go down into the township, and we also serve, we're the backup for Treverton, and then the West Cameron up over the mountain. It's a little tight here, our little 1 bay. This is what's known as the officer's seat. This person would be in charge of the crew and the apparatus. They handle the siren, they handle the radio comms, and they handle the, they give out the orders, they receive orders, and they also are in charge of the mapping. So the drivers just got to worry about driving. We have a David Clark headset system. So the guys in the back and the driver and the officer could all put on a headset system and listen directly to the radio. It drowns out some of the siren noise and the engine noise. We got flashlights in there. We have a CO meter and a 4-gas meter. The most popular thing, the main thing that we meter with the 4-gas meter is CO. So if you don't got the money to buy 2 of them, we have just a plain Jane CO meter as well to always double check readings to make sure that they match up so we don't make no mistakes. Our emergency lights on this are strobes, so they're a little bit different. Back in Singerly, they had a sensor on the front that actually would trip all the traffic lights. That black sensor up there would trip the traffic lights and change them to green for the fire engine when it got so close. We don't have that capability up here. Yeah, we don't. But we left it on there. We have 5 air packs, 2-pack seats, box lights, some emergency lighting. We keep vests in here. We work, you could go up and check it out, yeah. We work on Treverton Road a lot. Whenever we're on a state highway, we wear vests so we can be seen. We also have a tack stick, which tests alternating current. And that's our telescoping light, yep. On the roof above us, we have a Wilbert light tower. It's like stadium lighting. It goes 15 feet, and we can light up an entire scene with it.
I imagine when it's full in here, it's really tight.
It's really tight, yeah. Yeah, it's not a big cab.
Not the biggest cab, yeah.
No. We have this is called a Blitz Fire. It's a portable master stream. Because we don't have a deck gun, because we have the boom, we have, this kind of takes the place of it. It's a portable master stream. We carry 2 200-foot sections of 1 3/4, and then we also carry 300 feet of 3-inch hose, which could be either supply line or used for the blitz fire. And then we have a 100-foot section of booster line that's used for like grass fires, trash fires, small stuff. Our pump is, we have a 1200 pump, 1200 GPM pump, 750 gallon tank. This is a waterless. Most of the fire engines in the area are hail pumps. This one's a little different. Engine 41 in the city is also a waterless.
Is it because of the design?
Yeah, so the squirt uses the waterless plumb system. It's a little more. It does, yeah. It's a little different. This is called a Pro Pack. That's filled with a solution, and we connect a hose to it. And when the solution is introduced with water and aerated, it becomes foam. So you hold it, and it has different tips. And we could use foam for overhaul or tire fire. Actually, recently a brush fire, we've even used it. The one up in Stony Point, the 12th time we went, we tried that. And then we also have a high-rise pack because we do have the Manor, we do have Mountainside Estates. And then just some miscellaneous. This is the pump operators adapters. Our squirt. Yep, breaker boxes. Our squirt can be operated with remote control, which is nice because we can set it up from the rear, and then when you need a better angle because you don't have a lot of visibility from back there, we change it over to work the remote, and you can walk directly. You could 360 around it, so you could.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's easier with wires.
Do most squirts come with something like that? Or?
So there's not a lot of squirts around here. Beaverdale had one. I don't believe they had a remote. I know the Indies doesn't have a remote.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if that was like a special added thing.
That's a really cool feature.
It is. We use it. We use the remote almost every time we fly the boom. This is some of our standard tools. Our irons for forcible entry, broom, shovel, bolt cutters. Yeah, we have it all labeled. And then this one we have cones. They're the foldable cones, so we saved some space on the rig. We have a chimney kit up here. We have some blades. We have chimney bombs, utility rope, portable lighting, just kind of miscellaneous stuff.
You get a lot of chimney fires in this area?
Not really out here in Trevorton Road. No, the people are pretty good with keeping up with everything out here.
I got noticed. I have to say it right away, but that is a tight fit.
Oh, it's the other side of the bay. You guys can see why we some years ago put a $50,000 addition out back. You'll see when we go up there. There's a lot more room. We only were able to fit one apparatus, obviously, and it's even tight. So we'll finish this side. We don't use lockers too much. Most of them are empty. Most of our members keep their gear with them because they live in the city.
So is it hard to get members out this slope?
It is. There's definitely a different set of challenges out here. You know, you got to drive out here for one. Normally, you know, pager goes off and you want to run to your fire station, you join your nearest one. We have more of an elderly population out here, so it's hard to get manpower. Also, we have a bit of a delayed response a lot because we're coming in from the city.
Yeah. If the city's responding, you guys are already there.
Right. So we have drivers out here on Trevorton Road, and the game plan is if it's in town, the driver will get the rig out, and a bunch of us are there on scene. We use a program called Active 911, so we can click up, and he knows who he has on scene, that he can make a decision to roll or not. When we go out Trevorton, it's not so bad because we're all going this way anyways, so we stop and get the rig out. But there's definitely challenges out here, especially like the social quarters. We have a very good wing night here. If you want wings and it's a Thursday, Forrest Hills known for the wings on Thursday nights. Other than that, that basically keeps the social quarters alive to pay the utilities is wing night. We're only open other than that on Tuesday evenings and Saturday evenings. Very light crowd. You know, there's different challenges out here. Driving impaired is a risk, so business ain't as busy. You know what I mean? It's more for the residents out here. We carry 3% foam, floor dry. This is our electrical stuff. Also cribbing. We do run a lot of car accidents out here. Some salvage stuff we keep. Thank you.
Pretty common setup for like most engines.
Yeah. Most engines are set up.
I don't see many medical compartments like that.
Well, a lot of engines they carry BLS bags, but most of them don't carry oxygen. We have a bunch of EMTs out here that run with area, so we were able to get oxygen, so we carry oxygen. We carry PET masks, a defibrillator on all 3 of our rigs. We have an AED. Every apparatus in Coal Township has an AED.
Nice. Much needed, I imagine.
Yes. We had a loss of life at a fire in Coal Township, and after that, the township, they bought AEDs for every rig. So this is the pump portion of our hydraulic, what we call a tool, what the community more so knows as the jaws of life. We have spreaders and cutters. It's a champion brand. It's not adaptable to the rescues. The rescues use Halmatro and Hearst around here. So we really don't use it. We train on it. We make sure that we keep it up to date and ready. But our game plan is always gonna be, we get there first, we begin cribbing and stabilizing, and by then, either the heavy rescue out of Coal Township or Shamokin would be here, and that's their job to cut. The fire engine on a car accident is more protection, you know, suppression. This is our hazmat bags. One has pigs, pads, booms, and then the other one has Tyvek suits, which is those crazy astronaut looking, the generic version. A tool bag, a portable light. This compartment was kind of just thrown together, yeah. Oddball stuff. This rig does have a lot. Yep, 2 ABCs. Our water can, our 2 PWs, and then we also have the carbon dioxide extinguisher, which would be more for like metals. Up top, so we have a true 28. Most engines, their extension ladder is a 24. Ours is a 28. And then we have an 18, and then we also have, we have a 16, and then we have the 10-foot attic ladder. And then there's a hook up there as well. There's also a compartment up on the roof, which we have like more floor dry in. And then a fan. We have a rotary saw. Behind that, we have a steel chainsaw. And then this is our spreaders and our cutters. So we have a junkyard dog bag, which you could take out a window with, or a sawzall. It has a blanket for a patient. You know, if you're gonna smash glass, has a tire punch. And then these would be the tools. They are hydraulic. A lot of like the heavy rescues nowadays, they carry their e-hydraulic, they're battery operated. They're lighter. You don't gotta have cords all over the place. This, we weren't even on the market for a tool, but it was a really good deal that we couldn't resist. So we purchased it, and then we didn't put it on for a while because we wanted to train on it. So a bunch of us got some vehicle rescue classes, like the basic stuff, and then we added it. But it is, just in case, you never know. I would rather, if you're not trained on it, you don't know how to use it, don't use it. Yeah, don't touch it. And then in the rear, again, it's very tight. This is our office. Yeah, this is the office. Yep. And then again, we have 200 more foot of 1 3/4 off the back. We have 950 feet of, we just got this brand new cloth. We switched from rubber to cloth, 5-inch, this is supply line. Our hydrant bag, our 4-way, and then this is the operation for the squirt. When Singerly built this, one cool thing about this engine is they built it that the back end can be operated completely separate from the onboard pump. So we can get another engine to supply us and work the supply for the aerial, and our pump and supply would handle pumping our lines, our attack lines. So
Imagine that makes it a lot heavier to drive this.
yeah. Well, not two pumps. It's just the onboard pump can run this as well, but you could also, there's an air valve. There's an air valve that separates the back end and the front end. So we could have someone else hook into this and it would supply just the boom.
Okay, I get that.
Right. And then, like I said, we usually get it up in the air utilizing the joystick, and then we switch it to the remote control, and then you can get just a better 360 view of everything. But yeah, the jacks come down. We have hook compartments in the back. All right, so this is brush 163. Mentioned about uniformity earlier. We try to keep them all the same. So this is brush 163, which takes a bit of a beating. We got a good amount of call volume. Just your standard Ford with a utility box. So kind of tight in here as well, but it's a little bigger. That's just gas. Again, this is just all brush equipment. We got chainsaws up top, Stokes basket, rope. This is all shovels, brush rakes.
Pretty much standard brush stuff.
Standard brush stuff. We carry brush equipment, soft packs. This one here is an inverter. We have an onboard inverter. We'll go around to the other end. Yep, all of them have an AED. And then this was, like I said, this was the Friendships in Shamokin. It was a hazmat truck. And we got a tank from a farmer, a 300-gallon tank, and we installed it in the back. And then we did all the plumbing. We added PVC, and we put a pump, and we have a backup pump as well. And it's just a redneck put together brush truck, and it works, it runs very well.
I've actually seen this a lot.
Yeah, this thing, this has as much call volume as the fire engine. Leaf blower, miscellaneous stuff, portable pump. We have the AD. This is all rescue rope stuff for like off-road rescues. If we have to go help Station 190, they're the heavy rescue. Spare hose, forestry hose.
Off-road rescues too.
Coal Township does. Coal Township gets a lot of land searches, off-road rescues.
Especially for all the off-road activities, you know.
Yep, the AOA. We used to go to the AOA a lot. Now they have their own little like fire department there.
Do they really?
Yeah, with UTVs.
I didn't know that.
So they kind of handle their own stuff. Brush equipment. And then we have some floor dry on this because this will, if the engine rolls and more manpower arrives, we'll take this. And kind of like the utility in Shamokin, this is like the utility out here for us. Just a miscellaneous piece. You can go up and check it out. Setup's a little different. It is. Yeah, this thing's neat. It's heavy though. They need baths, but it's winter time. No, it got a lot of work at Stony Point. Again, we carry multiple lines. Easy, simple hail pump.
I see it's a pre-connect here.
Yep, they're all pre-connected.
Nice. That makes it so much quicker.
It does. We have some supply line. This is the left chute. We got this thing and a week into it, got damaged, backed into a pole. So all of our apparatus has some sort of damage.
That gives it character.
It does.
When it looks brand new, it wasn't used.
They all look used for sure. But
Rubber hose.
yes.
Compared to cloth hose.
Cloth is much easier to work with. Downfall cloth is when you're packing it up, you run it through, say, glass. That is cloth, yep. So glass and debris will stick to the cloth where it won't the rubber. However, the cloth is a lot easier to pack, it's a lot easier to roll up, it's a lot easier to work with. You could just see, just in those donut rolls, the cloth just packs nicer and tighter. It's easier to work with. But you should wear gloves all the time anyways, so glass shouldn't be an issue. But cloth is a lot easier to work with, more expensive.
More durable, though, in your opinion?
Oh, the rubber will last longer.
Will it last longer?
Yeah, but the cloth, I prefer the cloth, but it is double jacketed, so it does last. To us, they were at a yard sale, and they found this book and this light, the rotor ray, the beacon ray. They did research, found us, reached out to us. This was the original light on our first fire truck that we had. It was the original light. And then the book, you could tell how antique it is. It's the record book that they used to write the calls in pencil. I mean, this right here is 5/22/1967. Montgomery and Bay Street, brush fire. Says who all was there, who drove. Coal Township Fire Chief back then was William Klinger. And this goes up, calls written in this book all the way up until 80, I think it's 1983. The very last one was 81, January 4th, 1981. Gas used for 1980, 328 gallons.
Holy moly. So that's older than us?
This is older than us, yeah.
Holy moly.
But these were all the calls, parades, original members, you know, that took this thing out.
That is really cool.
It is neat, because, again, our firehouse is the baby. It's the youngest, so...
And the thing, it is pretty old still, but still
it is,
being
it
a
is.
baby, original siren.
So that was the original siren, and the mounting bracket for it. It was the Federal. And if you...
We're champions here.
if you hit it, take it to a battery, it still runs.
Oh,
it still
awesome.
works.
Any plans on putting on a new apparatus, or just keeping it?
Nah, we're just kind of keeping it.
I would too.
Yeah, and our house siren as well still works. If you hit the button, it still
nice.
works. We don't hook it up. We'll drive the people crazy, but it's still.
All right, that's going to wrap it up here at the Forrest Hills Fire Department today. So we're going to hide a key ring right here. So if you're one of the first ones to watch the video and you want a key ring, good luck with that. And if you get the key ring, please post it on the Facebook page, Coal Region Explorer. Until next time, y'all, rise above, crack on.
Behind the mask, they hide the heart that they show. Riding in the truck, sirens wail a song. Rise above, crack on, that's how they stand tall. Facing flames head on, they'll never let us fall. Meet the heroes behind the mask every day. Together in the coal region, we pave our own way. With helmets shining bright, they answer the call. From the firehouse to the street, they'll give it their all. In the heat of the moment, courage ignites. History unfolds with each courageous fight. Legends rise from ashes, true bravery unfolds. Rise above, crack on, that's how they stand tall. Facing flames head on, they'll never let us fall. Meet the heroes behind the mask every day. Together in the coal region, we pave our own way.